in last episode, I might got a bit carried away along the sail to the south coast of Norway. Silje left Tessie.
Okay.
And I'm now alone, ready to take the big leap from Norway to Helgoland on my journey to Amsterdam. In Hestholmbukta, Tessie was anchored, ready to head off into the big ocean.
Good morning. Beautiful day just outside Lillesand. I'm at anchor at Hestholmbukta, just outside the city here. It's really beautiful and it's dead quiet. So the sail to Denmark starts now. I just cut my hair a little bit and took an ice cold shower to wake up. So the plan in this video is to sail to Hvide Sande in Denmark, passing just by the beautiful lighthouse here, and in Skaggarak, into Skaggarak, and then after that to Helgoland. So subscribe to my channel, leave a like and a comment, and join me on this beautiful ride to Hvide Sande and Helgoland. So that's us underway, and what a start. It's a beautiful sail ship coming in here now. It's the Sørlandet, it's the Norwegian school sailing ship. It's incredible, take a look. I guess I'll see much more of that when I get to Amsterdam and the Sail Amsterdam. Wow.
I left the beautiful Norwegian coast bathing in sun, passing the last rocks and skerries, before entering the Sea of Skaggarak.
Suddenly the wind picked up, 60 knots, and we will hoist the mainsail and take out the jib sail and get going here. Stop the engine. Perfect.
Under a clear blue sky and increasing winds, Tessie's wings unfolded. It was time to start a new adventure, and that with good speed.
Here we go. 7 knots. The wind is against us, but we're keeping the course on our line. Perfect.
The Norwegian coast disappeared swiftly behind us as we reached further and further into the big blue.
But I must say, there are some weird waves out here. It's obviously there's a lot of currents going on. Waves are coming directly against me, then they turn, then they come back directly against me. So it's a fresh ride. It's an interesting sail. I have never crossed Skaggarak with Tessie before, so now I can see it. I see what they mean. Cool.
I engaged the hydrovane self-steering, tied off the steering wheel, and just let Tessie ride the waves her own way. The passenger ferry Stavanger came out of nowhere on her way from Norway to Denmark. While riding the waves, yet another well-known accident occurred once more.
So I just lost my 13th drone. I was flying my Phantom 4 now, and suddenly I flew it behind me, and I heard some weird noises from the propellers, and suddenly one of them exploded and the thing crashed down to the sea again. But I have my last one here. That is Thor. So let's assemble Thor and make him ready for flying. It's brutal, but I'm getting used to this now. Really.
The only way to go forward is to never let any obstacles restrict your progression. Rather find a way to go around them, or even straight through them. Anyway, drone pictures are not the most important asset to tell a good story, but they sure spice them up.
So with the sails up, I think it's time to look at the kind sponsor of this video, NordVPN. I will see you very soon.
I'm now crossing an ocean into a new country. That comes with taking many precautions to keep safe. that goes for online presence as well. No matter where I go, I always make sure to have NordVPN installed on all my devices.
So I'm in beautiful Benalmádena in Spain now. I'm doing a lecture here. And I'm just doing some work on my PC, laptop. And I'm connected to Hotel LA. And it's open Wi-Fi. It's very exposed for other people to enter my computer. So we need NordVPN. And since we're in Spain, I'm searching for Spain. There we go. And we're connected to NordVPN server in Spain, which means that my IP address is hidden and I can browse safely online.
You can choose from over 8,300 servers worldwide, dependent on your location. NordVPN is also the world's fastest VPN service, letting you browse around without annoying delays. Head over to nordvpn.com/Erik to get 4 months extra on a 2-year plan. And remember, it's risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee.
We are crossing the traffic separation zone now from ships going east to west. So there's a big one coming here. Panimorphi, something.
The Sea of Skaggarak calmed down during the afternoon. The ocean crossing is only 60 nautical miles. During a completely still night, I was entering Danish waters.
Completely wind quiet. Just between Norway and Denmark. Amazing. Good morning. 8:17 in the morning here, and we can see the Danish coast. 30 nautical miles to go. And my buddies up here are doing great.
Both Tiger, Teddy and Tessie was very excited to enter new waters and grounds. None of us had experienced Denmark from this angle. The wind brought us swiftly southwards on a flat ocean surface, at least for as long as it lasted.
The wind died out. So we're lying 5 nautical miles from the coast now. And it's a long stretch of land, Denmark. It's a long beach. But I think we need to take those sails down now and do the rest by engine, unfortunately. Let's pass those big windmills over there and go into Hvide Sande. Look at these incredibly big, huge windmills over here. They are humongous and they are so many. And every one is still, so it looks expensive. But take a look. Wow.
This is actually Thor Offshore Wind Park. It's a part of Denmark's so-called green transition. The wind park is capable of producing more than 1,000 megawatts, which is enough to supply power to over 1 million Danish houses. One windmill reaches 266 meters above water. One single rotation of the turbine produces enough electricity to drive an electric car for 120 kilometers. We were going to see a lot more of this immense project along the coast.
Testing my little emergency autopilot. It's connected to the hydro vane. It's not very stable, but it's okay for backup as an emergency.
Due to Denmark's flat landmass, you have to get really close to the coast to see what's really going on. From a bird's eye view, it all makes more sense. Hvide Sande is a small fishing community where tourists mostly pass by on their way while exploring Denmark. It's a charming little village, full of life during summer. Hvide Sande was founded in 1931 when a lock was set up to regulate the inland water flow. I chose one of the hottest summer days to visit this little hidden treasure. I let Tessie take a little rest along the guest pontoon, while I took a walk searching for some cool air and to explore.
I'm at one of the beaches just outside Hvide Sande, and it's remarkably beautiful here, except those big noisy things up there. They make a lot of noise, and you have to get far away to not listen to it. 28 degrees Celsius, and the sun is burning on the sky, on the blue sky.
The intense heat did not stop me from walking the cozy Danish streets, searching for a solid meal after a long sail.
Looking forward to this one. I went for a walk and it's just terribly hot. It's 30 degrees there now, and in the boat it's probably even more. So yeah, trying to stay hydrated and live through the day, not complaining at all.
The next morning the heat eased a bit, and we were ready to go again.
So that's Hvide Sande, beautiful little place there. So now I'm ready to depart for Helgoland in some slight rain, easterly winds, and it's 111 nautical miles I think. So about 20 hours sailing. So I'm looking forward to see more of this. Helgoland has been on my list for many years, and now it's time. So Tessie is ready for another go. Let's go. I just did a little check on my engine, and this was completely loose. So the alternator was actually a little bit loose, and the throttle lever here, that was loose, and also for the gear behind there to engage the gear, that nut was also loose. So you need to keep attention here. Everything is vibrating, and over time something will lose, so stay alert. Come on. Goodbye for now, Hvide Sande. Maybe I'll see you again. You never know. So let's continue to Helgoland. So I'm 5 miles off the coast of Denmark now, and it's 19 meters deep, and I know I have some crap tangle around my shaft between the propeller and the hull. So I think I want to jump in the water. It's 20.6 degrees in the water, so that should be sufficient for a nice swim. So let's stop Tessie and go for a dive. So we're stopped, and I'm ready to jump, but I see a lot of cool small floating crabs or swimming crabs. They swim near the surface here, so I've never seen that before. There's a lot of them. I hope they don't pinch. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not a very big fan of swimming out in the open blue here. It's kind of frightening. I don't really know what's frightening about it, but it's like a phobia I got against it. And as it's only 90 meters, I don't like when it's shallow, when you can maybe see the bottom. So that's my weird kind of fear that I got, that is instilled with me. I never really coped with it, but the only way is to just jump in there and try to don't mind the circumstances. Okay. I don't need a knife, it's only seaweed. Managed to get it all off. Ooh. There we go. I actually forgot. I still have the mainsail up, so I'm glad a gust of wind didn't come now, because it's dead quiet. That could make Tessie move quite a bit fast. Oops. Ah, floating crab. Just over there.
We continued on a completely flat ocean. The only way to tell we were actually moving was by looking at the waves around the hull.
I will set up my inner forestay using the turnbuckle to make it tight. Then I have one more wire to hold on to when I'm on the deck, on the bow. Much better. There's a weird-looking autonomous ship just over here, and really curious. It's unmanned and it's 5 meter long and 4 meter wide, and it's yeah, going by itself out there. Let's check it out.
I had to take a flight out to investigate this curiosity. It turned out to be a little autonomous survey vessel wandering around these waters, harvesting ocean data, probably in conjunction with all the windmills. It's equipped with all kinds of sensors to gather useful information of the surroundings. We kept motoring on a dead flat ocean, followed by a beautiful sunset disappearing astern.
So we're passing through a sound here with some current in it. You can barely see the navigation buoy over there. With help of the camera up there, we can clearly see that there's a lot of current here on the buoy. And that's why we only have 4.8 speed over ground and 6.4 through the water. Cool.
Another night closed in, and it brought a little present.
The wind is there, 13 knots. The time is 23:17, so I think it's time to pull out the head sail.
After 12 hours motoring across a completely flat water, I looked forward to swap the engine sound with some sailing sounds.
6 knots under sail. Perfect. Look at that beautiful moon over there.
The sunrise was occurring eastwards, and Tessie was well on her way into German waters.
Good morning. Full speed. 50 knots of wind. Straight on the side. And it's funny, we are 15 miles off the coast here, and it's only 40 meters of depth way out here. So it's a shallow place to sail. So I don't think the waves can be too big here, can they? Because of the shallow depth. I don't know. Perfect. So we're passing probably 200 windmills now in this spot, and it's crazy. I didn't realize there was so many windmills down here. Back home in Helgoland we have 2 windmills, and I think those are just humongous, and here we have several hundred. Miles to go, 15 to Helgoland, and we still can't see it. No chance. I think it's a pretty flat island, but in an hour maybe we'll see it.
While scouting for the little island and raising the German courtesy flag, a mini disaster unfolded in the galley.
Coffee machine is leaking. Coffee machine might be broken. That's a code red. We need to figure it out.
Soon, the minor code red alarm faded away as something started to occur in the horizon.
So I think we might be here. If that's not Helgoland, I have really missed. I think that's the one. Can't wait to get on land there.
So there we were, after a beautiful sail along the Danish and German coast.
This is a special place. Look at this. It's kind of mysterious. Always wonder about Helgoland. Here we are.
Big surrounding breakwaters calmed down the ocean waves, and life started emerging around me. All the way deep inside the well-protected harbor, you can find the visitor birds.
Excuse me? Is it okay? Oh, okay.
I was guided into my spot, and with some good help from my neighbors, Tessie was moored up on Helgoland. With no time to lose, I was ready to explore this little mysterious island lying in the middle of the South North Sea. Around 1,300 inhabitants, mostly Frisians, live on the island. Most conspicuous is all the thousands of tourists roaming the streets of Aanderaa, or the lowest part, as this is a popular place to get your tax-free liquor and other goods. However, climbing the stairs to Oberland, or the land over, you can enjoy the beautiful overview of the two islands. A walking path leads you all the way from south to north. On the northern side, steep red cliffs rises above the North Sea, creating an incredible view of the west side.
On my way to see some red cliffs at the end of the north end of the island there. It's really an amazing place.
What surprised me the most was a large colony of gannets nesting on one of the cliffs nearby. As I walked closer, the smell of these birds got more and more intense, to put it mildly. I was very surprised to see how used to people the gannets had become over time. You could walk right up to them without them even caring at all. They are usually very shy to us, but obviously for some reason it's different on Helgoland.
I did not know you could get that close to gannets. That's really amazing. Wow.
Tons of history goes into this place, but maybe the most known is the British largest in history non-nuclear bombing in 1947, dropping 6,700 tons of explosives, and the Brits' attempt to destroy the island's network of military bunkers after World War II. Helgoland has for sure got its fair share of a rough beating. Today, it's back to being a peaceful and beautiful community, beaming nothing but good vibes around every corner.
So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it as usual, and subscribe and leave a comment and a like. I appreciate it very much, it helps my channel. And of course also check out my NBJS merchandise. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and you can support me on Patreon and PayPal. So on Patreon I put these videos out a little bit before I put them out on YouTube, and I also do some news and updates there that is not coming on for example, Facebook and Instagram. So until I see you next time, I will try to fix my coffee machine, and I will enjoy this Høker Bayer that I got from Brian in Hvide Sande. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate it. Good. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and in next video we will be sailing from Helgoland and out in the ocean to Hvide in Netherlands. And that was a tricky one. I got a big diesel spell on the way and from the tank. Something is leaking a lot. It keeps pouring out. And it was a mess, but yeah, you can see how it goes in the next video. Anyway, if you want to support me, you can get your own NBJS Burgie by going to nbjs.no, and you can order from there, or you can just send me an email on post@nbjs.no. And yeah, I think that's it. I will see you in the next video in a couple of weeks. So long.